Hi, welcome to Deus Ex Mankind Divided. We're doing Breach Mode. Click the I on the top right for access to the playlist. We're doing Network 2A, 7, 8 and 9, all data and speedruns. First up, number 7, Thorax. This has got no augmentations, bit of a pain in the bottom. Strangely, you've got Icarus Smash, which I didn't think was a valid augmentation. Or I thought was an extra aug, but I guess not. Now you want to toss one box up there, that's going to, and maybe shoot the turret, that's going to give us a backup exit route in case you miss the jump, which I've done so many times it has made me want to hurl the controller across the room. Chuck one into that room there, and that's the block we're going to get last. You'll see why. Anyway, there's one in here to the left of that turret and that room. What you can do is climb up on top of it, and as you drop down, looking slightly down, mash the interact button and you will pick it up. Running through lasers and stuff and shooting turrets may have alerted some other defense units. The only thing to really worry about is a big old Titan up here on the left. I still haven't got an effective way to take out Titans, annoyingly. Still having the worst pistol in the world. There's one through these doors. Careful, because the Titan may come to investigate if you break that laser. Again, jump up on here, look diagonally down and mash the interact button as you fall, and you save yourself having to drag boxes around. There's the Titan there. I wanted to alert his attention to be able to get the stuff behind him. I thought blowing up a box next to him might do the job, and then running through the laser, but apparently not. He's just chilling. Not even going through the door, so then I went round to just go and force him through the door, even though he wouldn't. Look, like a terrible bastard. There we are. Now you've seen me. So now he's coming through this room here. There's actually a node underneath us, but we'll come back to that one after we've got all the others. Get that one where he normally patrols and then jump across that gap and through this vent. Now we've got enough for everything to unlock. Objective complete, so you can just wait for those to move of their own accord. You can use a block there if you want, since it's falling down anyway. Grab that one. I think, what are we up to, number 5-ish? Yep. And then back through here. Now you want to, there we go, hack that server block there and then drop down. There's a block there which has fallen down from somewhere. I'm honestly not sure where, but if you can't use that block, or that block isn't there for you, use the same trick as before. Just get on top of that data block, that data tower, and fall off while mashing the interact button. That's what I normally do. We're going to grab the one that was by the drone right at the beginning. There it is there. That's a big one. Leaving it till last is the only reason for that. And then there's the other one down there in the pit. You want to activate this one closest for your escape route. There we are. Make sure the Titan isn't looking directly at your face. Drop onto there. You can get that one earlier too if you want, by removing the nodes on top of it and then jumping off it before it disappears. Then up and to the exit. If you haven't shot the turret, watch out for that. It's going to be shooting back at you. And then up into the vent. See how that door's now on lockdown. And the only reason I've thrown a block in there beforehand, you can see it there on the left, is that if for whatever reason you miss, well, possibly this jump, but more often this jump up here, this one's phenomenally easy to miss, and you don't have a block in that room, you're now stuck and have to restart, and it's just soul destroying. So yeah, the block in there is just for cover. Sorry that took so long, 3 minutes 14. I'm sure there's a more optimal route. I just kind of hate not having augs. Now for the time trial, drop down, do an Icarus Smash, grab the block right in front of you. Then you want to come around and shoot that block there, which will distract the Titan a little bit. Then you can jump over this way, and then jump over that block so the Titan can't just shoot you in the face and kill you. Grab that node, and then drop down to the left, back where we just dealt with the drone. Then take a right up here to the exit. Might have to duck under that blue laser. Jump up here, around to the left, through the door. There were lots of places I didn't run here, but you'll see I get it with after about 8 tries. 0.01 seconds to spare, and in fact it was 0.003 seconds to spare. But I reckon there's a good half second I could have picked up on that watching it back. But that's your basic route. The only thing to be aware of is the Titan may repeatedly kill you. Number 8, directly down from there. This is an eliminate prime unit. I found combat rifles remarkably effective against the sniper. You'll see here. I'm just going to jump up. We'll get the data first, and then we'll do the time trial. Just emptying an entire clip magazine of, yeah, there you go. ammo into his face seems to do the job. Then you can skaboosh Icarus strike that dude. And then there's one more chap up to the right. He's going to be standing by some blocks, so shoot the red block behind him as he jumps down, and he's game over too. There's one block directly underneath the sniper. God, I love this level. And then one up there above the spawn point, which was actually the spawn point on a different mission. But there's only 2 data towers in this one, so that's all data. For the time trial, let's have a look at my weapon so you get a kind of understanding of what I've got. I've got a silencer on it, which isn't helping anything. But there's all data found. It's actually doing less damage with a silencer, and it's only A rank. If you've got an S rank combat rifle, it's going to do a lot more damage. I've maxed the damage output and almost maxed the ammo capacity. It's set to full auto, and I've got a headshot up and anti-sniper up, but they're only level 4 and 5. Like, it's doing in total an extra 80% damage, and all of my AI anti-stuff is maxed. So these guys are about as defended as they can be. But literally just run up with the focus org and ghost on behind him, then shoot him repeatedly in the head. Even if he puts his Titan armor up, he's in no shape. I'm using regular ammo. You can use armor piercing ammo if you really want, but it seems like a waste. And then run back to the exit, and you should be there in plenty of time. I feel like the time limit's 20 something, and we did it there in 14. The focus org, ghost, and triple jump are obviously your friends, and a decent combat rifle. Yeah, so there we are. Speed run complete. Now, number 9 from 01, just keep going north and you'll come across 9 all the way up there. What are we up to? Oh yeah, this one. Okay, there's a turret up on the right that you can shoot if you want, and if you do, a drone will come later. I decided instead to say cloaked. You will need door hack. I use focus org as well just to slow down the bar there, because otherwise it's a bit of a nightmare. But that door will never open. You also need anti-EMP, whether you use Titan or the passive anti-EMP is up to you, but otherwise it's just a bit of a nightmare. And since you need it for the speed run, I figured I would require it for this as well. There is a block on top of that tower if you want to muck around with it, but honestly it's not worth the trouble. Just invest in anti-EMP passive. It's a lot of praxis, but it's worth it. The speedrun, head straight forward for this. Make sure you don't land on top of it or grip the side as you fall down. That's where you're going to lose time. Don't use the focus org here, because at least after the first couple of seconds, because the timer goes down more slowly when you've got the focus org on. I know that sounds obvious, but it goes down more slowly given the time's slow, if that makes sense. So basically, if you have the focus org active, you won't download all the data in time. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. Anyway, on the left, 4, 5, and 6. On the right, what did we just do? 9, so 10, 11, and 12. Click the eye on the top right for access to those, and I'll see you in the next video. Lots of love. Bye.